So you've bought yourself a cool 360 camera, but you can only shoot for less than an hour because either your camera battery's gone dead or your phone battery's gone dead. Well, I'm going to tell you how you can shoot longer with these portable power bank solutions. As usual, all the kit that we discuss is listed with links down in the description. Whenever we buy a new camera or a new phone, usually the biggest disappointment is the battery life. And it's so frustrating when you're out on a shoot and the battery dies either on your camera or on your phone because you're using your phone as a monitor. And for me, when I first bought the Insta360 One X, the biggest thing for me wasn't so much the battery dying on the Insta camera, although that did only last for round about an hour at the best. It was my actual phone that just died so quickly. The portable power bank is the perfect solution for charging your phone, your camera and other accessories on the move. And now I won't leave home with at least 1 or 2 portable power banks. They are a lifesaver for me. It means I can just carry on shooting. When people start looking at buying a portable power bank, the things that they start looking at are the cost, how sleek they are, how compact they are. Will it fit in my top pocket? Will it fit in my trouser pocket? You know, they look at a portable power bank like this, which is very small. But the problem you've got with these smaller, sleeker, really compact portable power banks is that they're just not up to the job. You know, this, for example, is 2000 milliamp hour. Well, an iPhone 6s is 2750 milliamp hour. So if you were to plug your iPhone 6s into this, then you're not even going to get one charge out of it. If you plug it into this and you start using your phone at the same time, it will probably last 10 minutes. If you're going to go for a cheaper, sleeker portable power bank, then you might as well use this. Yes, this is a potato. Will it charge your phone? No, it won't. In my experience, the 2 best brands for portable power banks are Anker and Easyac. These are by far the most reliable power banks that I have used. They come in all different sizes, and the one that you decide to buy will depend on what you're using it for. So let's take a closer look. This is the most compact Anker portable power bank that I've got. In fact, I've got 2 of these. It's 5200 milliamp hour, so it will charge your iPhone 6s round about twice. If you've got an iPhone 7 or an iPhone 8, then you want to go for the upgraded version of this. There's a newer version out which I think is about 6700, 6400, something like that, milliamp hour. And that will be a bit meatier for a phone with a greater capacity. The really cool thing about this is the fact that it is compact. It does fit in your pocket, yet it still does a really good job. So as I said, I've actually got 2 of these. So I use one to keep topping up my Insta360 One X, and I use one on the back of my phone. And I know that, you know, this isn't ideal, but it does keep my phone charged up all the time I'm using it. It's got the Anker also sell these very small lightning cable to USB cables, and that just plugs in the back there, and then I strap it onto the back of my phone. And it's got a cool lanyard on the back as well. So I'm kind of hands-free. I've got it around my neck, and the battery's constantly kept on charge. In an ideal world, we want something with the capacity of this big battery in our small compact iPhone, or in our small Insta360 One X camera, or in whatever other 360 camera we're using, or in our GoPro. But all the time that's not happening. We've got to come up with a compromise. And that compromise for me is strapping this to the back of my phone. This is one of the newer Anker portable power banks that I've got. It's 10,000 milliamp hour, so it will charge your phone around about 3 times, depending on what phone that you've got. It's still got a single output and a single input. Single output is about 2.4 amps compared to the 2 amps of the smaller Anker one we looked at just a minute ago. It's really compact, you know, smaller than a pack of cards, and it's really light. This one will be my go-to power bank. And you've still got the power indication lights on the front, 4 lights, 25% per light. Moving on to the bigger power banks, we've got this one from Easyacc. This is a 15,000 milliamp hour power bank. It's got 2 outputs. So you've got a 1 amp output, and you've got a 2.1 amp output. So you could charge your GoPro and your phone. You could charge your GoPro and your Insta360, you know, whatever accessories or or cameras, phones that you want to charge, you can charge 2 at the same time, so it's great. And you've got your 4 power indicators, your level indicators on the front, 25% per LED, and you've also got this cool little torch which I've never used, but I'm sure it'll come in handy. This power bank is the king of power banks. This is a power bank by Easyacc. It's 20,000 milliamp hour capacity, and this is all about big capacity. It's all about charging the most amount of items that you can charge at one time, and it's all about fast charging. It's an intelligent charger, so it will, if you've got one item plugged in, then it will allocate as much capacity to that item as possible to give you the fastest charging time. I think it's up to 2.4 amps, and I think it goes down to 2.1 amps depending on how many items you've got plugged in. One really cool feature with this Easyacc 20,000 milliamp hour power bank is that it's got 2 inputs, so you can charge this in half the time. So you plug the 2 micro USBs into the power bank and then use a breakout USB charging block to charge it. And you've got your torch. Woo. All of the power banks come with at least one USB cable. It's a full-size USB to micro USB. These cables aren't particularly very long. I've got a selection of cables here, different lengths. If I want to put the power bank in my pocket, put it in my rucksack. All of these power banks do take a long time to charge, you know, from maybe 4 hours to 10 hours, 12, 15 hours, depending on what you're using and how many cables you're using to charge it. That's why this feature is particularly good on this one, where you can charge it in half the time. So the most important things to look out for when you're buying a portable power bank is, 1, don't buy a potato. Make sure you go for a decent brand like Anker or Easyacc. And the other thing to look out for is high capacity. Get something with a high capacity. Make sure it's at least 5,000 milliamp hour, ideally a lot more, you know, 8,000, 10,000, depending on how compact that you want it. And the third and final thing is, if you want to charge more than one thing at a time, make sure you've got at least, you know, 2 outputs. Please remember to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Hello? Yeah, hi Apple, thanks for phoning me back. Yeah, I've developed a new prototype for the iPhone 11. Yeah, really long battery time. Hello?